Hello, happy Wednesday, guys. Hello, hello, hello. We're here. We're live. Well, I'm here. It's so quiet right now in the house because I don't know where Mike is. I thought he had a meeting. I left to take Frankie to youth and I came back. He's not in his office. I have no idea. And it's like you could hear a pin drop, except for the dogs are lightly snoring in their various areas. But Auntie Ann, hello. What's going on? Greg, hello. David Glunt in Delaware says hello to Auntie Ann and how are you doing? I love it. I love it. He's doing great. A little tired from staying up late last night. I know, me too. Whew, I stayed up way too late. Way too late. But as I was telling, we were all chatting in the family group last night. Uh, we all stayed up at least until like 1:30. I think a couple people might have stayed up beyond that. But man, we were like not ready to go to bed. Hello, Jerry. Sorry, it skipped on me there. Paul Honeyman, hello, hello. Mike Birch, howdy. It's a great day in the USA. That's true. I will say this. I know I have friends that are on, both sides of the aisle. I think most people that move from places like California to a more rural environment tend to be a little more like-minded. Most of you probably fall in line with a lot of the same things that I agree with and whatnot, and some of you don't. I feel badly for those people that are upset today, just like I felt badly for myself 4 years ago. So that being said, I've seen a lot of people, and I echo this sentiment. I have always echoed this sentiment that it's our job as citizens to vote how we see fit, and then to however that is then determined, however it falls, whether it's the one we voted for or not, to respect the office. And I've always held to that. So I would just ask, the same. And it's okay that we're happy. I won't apologize for it. You know what I mean? I won't apologize for being happy today and feeling relieved. I realize there's some people that don't echo that sentiment, and that's okay. I didn't echo their sentiment 4 years ago, so it's just my turn to be happy. So there you have it. That's my outlook on it. So there you have it. So we can definitely get along, Alex. I think that's important. I know kind of how you feel. I think you've made that clear. And I don't agree with a lot of those policies that were put forth, just like you probably don't agree with a lot of the policies that I tend to agree with. And that's okay, because I was going to say because we live in America, but you don't. You live in Canada, so you get what you get. But that's part of what makes America great, is that we can disagree, and we can still be Americans and be proud to be Americans and love one another and take care of one another. And I think that is an important thing. Just like I won't be quiet about being a Christian, because it's one of the things that as a Christian you're called to spread the gospel. You're called to make disciples. Now that doesn't mean that I'm trying to convert everybody. By no means do I try to do that. What I try to do is show them acts of love and acts of service and kindness. And I think that those are the three most important ways that I can try to emulate Jesus and try to show good in the world. And so that, to me, that's very important. So I try really hard to do that. Unless I'm driving and you cut me off, then you might see a different side of me. But for the most part, My SO and I are complete opposites politically. We will make it work, though she hasn't gotten out of bed today. Oh, see, that makes me sad, Rockin' Ranch. That makes me sad. It does. Um, you know, no one should ever be that tied to a political candidate, in my opinion. Um, you know, when Trump lost last time, I got up and fed the chickens and did what I needed to do, and still lived my life because you have to. So that's just, you know, that's right, Mike. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Yes, that's right. 100%. You know, love one another, Sid. The last 4 years have shown that unless Americans fall into line with idiocracy, that you can't be true to yourself. That's true. I get what you're saying. I think a lot of people have been told to believe certain things about certain people that are not necessarily true, and that's sad. But I think we're coming out of that. I have great hope that we are coming out of this fog of division and pointing fingers, and I think there's going to be a shift in that. I think there will be. I really do. I'm very hopeful about that. Yes, Neil, that's true. That's true. Don't count your chickens and whatnot, I suppose. The big book in the Bible. Well, the Bible is one big book, but there's lots of little books in it. So I'm not sure which book you're referring to there, Jerry, but yes, the Golden Age. Yes. But anyway, yeah, I'm not going to get super political, tonight, obviously diving into anything specific or that was last night's, but that was like my Super Bowl. I do that every debate, every election. I really enjoy the process, and I'm very blessed that I live in a country that has that process and that I get to have a say in that process. So I like to be involved in it. To me, that's more important than, no offense to anybody that likes watching football and gets excited and wants to cheer their team on and all that. That's great. That just doesn't do it for me. I have no sway with that team that's on the field. I don't get to pick the players. I don't get to decide any of the plays. I don't get to throw a flag, nothing. But this Super Bowl, I get to participate, and I think that that's pretty awesome because it's, we the people. That's right. Hello, Barbie. Hello from Jackson County, Mississippi, Billy Tyson. Howdy, howdy. That's right. Merca. That's right. So yeah, it's a good day. I think I told you guys, or maybe I didn't. I didn't do a live last week, and I forget why. There was something going on at church. Oh, we had our fall festival. That's what it was, and I didn't want to miss it. So we did. We had our fall festival last week, and so I feel like I haven't caught up with you guys, and I've been woefully behind on doing sipping and spillings because most of what's been going on has not been super exciting to really tell you about. And so it's just sort of, a holding pattern, I guess, on some things. And so we've got, you guys may remember from Freedom Weekend that we had here, our new friends, and not our neighbors, but Beth and Ryan's neighbors, that are our friends. They're their neighbors. They're now our friends too. That was a long way to say that. But anyway, he does like heavy equipment stuff, and he's got a little excavator and a what do you call it? Trench digger thing. And he's going to come, not this weekend. This weekend we're processing turkeys and a couple of ducks. Which reminds me, I need to sneak out like tomorrow night and try to catch some ducks and stick them separately. But anyway, but I digress. He's going to come out and they're going to work on trenching some of the yard. And hi, Auntie Ann is on it. I must have missed a lot there. Appreciate you, Auntie Ann. I don't know what it said, but thank you. But anyway, that's why it's so hard. It's hard to get to say any, which is sad that we can't say anything about, you know, certain things because people get very heated very quickly, as is evident. That's a bummer, but that's what it is. So, just a spammer. Oh, okay. All right. Appreciate you, Auntie Ann. But anyway, totally lost my train of thought because it's easily derailed. What was I talking about? I totally just spaced. I got so distracted. Totally spaced. I was literally like mid thought. Oh, the trenching thing. Yeah. So next week this week rather we're doing the turkeys and a couple of ducks. Like I said, if I can wrangle them, probably do that tomorrow night or Friday night. Wrangle them and put them separate of the ones that I want. So I try to catch them during the day. Forget about it. Even with my little rooster stick which I guess would be a duck stick, but that Mike got me for Christmas, like I think it was last year. I love that thing, but every once in a while when I go to use it, it's like telescoping, so like at a crucial moment it will collapse a little bit and I will miss a bird and I'm like, no. But so we're doing that this weekend, and then and I think, huh?
Did you say something I got you for Christmas?
Yeah, that rooster hook that you got me.
Oh yeah.
Because we had one that Mike made, and we left it when we moved for the new owners because we left them with some of the poultry, and it was like one of those random things that we're like, well, we'll leave this for them, you know.
I'm pretty sure catching those ducks is gonna be fun.
Well, I was just talking about that. I'm gonna go out there probably Friday night and.
Can I have one of those?
Yeah.
Little coaster things.
Yeah. Here, hold on. I gotta move. I didn't know you were coming out, so I gotta migrate us.
I've come out the closet.
Well, yes.
All right.
Anyway,
I got a set timer.
for what?
I got a sprinkler going out there.
Oh, he's watering. He put some seeds down, which you guys will see that, or you saw that. Did that video post?
I have no idea what you posted. I have not
Yeah,
watched.
that video posted.
The only YouTube
Tuesday's
I've watched in
video.
the last 2 weeks has been the election stuff.
Yeah. So Tuesday I posted. Yesterday I posted.
Not true. I watched White
Yeah.
Rock's video
from
the fishing trip. Good video.
I watched part of it. I didn't get to finish it because then I got pulled away. Anyway, the video of us working on moving the turkeys and Mike working with Kenny to clean out the goat that was then the turkey pen for a while. He put some seeds down there and he's watering it because we were supposed to get rain and it missed us.
Yeah,
and then the rain we were supposed to get.
I'd love to tell that story.
Oh, I'm okay. Sorry.
That's all right. You're fine.
Well, I was in the middle of another story. We'll get back to that in a second.
Tell your story.
The point being.
We'll tell my story when my timer goes off.
What?
Go ahead, tell your story. The story you were in the middle of that I interrupted. Sorry.
Go ahead. I don't know what's happening now. I listen. I've been flying these solo.
Mike Shirley
came in and flipped the bed thing here, so I don't know.
That's right. Sorry, I probably missed a whole bunch of comments there in like the last
did.
2 minutes.
You did. Hey, Dana.
Yeah, I'm here.
And Tim.
What did I just saw something? Somebody just said something about. Yeah, so glad you got out the closet, David. David Glunt in Delaware changed his name.
Yeah, because I guess there was maybe another David that we had to be aware of. I don't know.
Or it's just really important to him
that we know
people know he's from
Delaware.
Delaware.
I don't know.
Or maybe he's not from Delaware, but he is in Delaware. So that's cool. Yeah, the Diva's in early. Yeah. Oh, and Tim's not here. Ha ha. See, I knew Tim wasn't going to be here. So
yeah, he's with Jen. It's Jen's birthday, so he was anxious to get up there to go see her.
Thanks, Neil. I had a good time with that narrative. You know, I might do more videos that way. I enjoyed like kind of doing. You know, I'm gonna tell you where they got them from.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Neil was talking about the narration.
On
the trap fishing video. I have watched probably every episode of Meat Eater. Love that guy. Can't remember his name.
Bob.
No, it's definitely not Bob.
Okay.
But anyway, I like the way he formats his show. You know, those of y'all that haven't watched it, it's every episode is hunting with maybe some fishing. He's a conservationist. Yeah, like he gets the big picture. He's a really super smart dude, and he usually ends in
I
a.
just have to say, Glenn and Shannon's Salty Life said that you're having water up there too, huh? It's so dry down here that the Baptists have started sprinkling and the Methodists are just using wet rags.
Right.
That's funny. Anyway, go ahead.
The Baptists will never sprinkle. No. The Methodists using wet rags, I could see that. Yeah, that's fine.
A moist towelette, perhaps. I don't know what.
Yes, Dana, I was Navy. I was Navy. That's right. I don't remember what I was saying.
Hi,
Doesn't
Trina.
matter.
Sorry. You were talking about Deer Eater and his narration.
Oh, yeah,
you like his narration, and you were talking about that video that you did where you narrated.
Eater.
Yeah, Bob, as we lovingly call him.
Yeah. Anyway, I love that show. He does some really cool narration, and I was actually I was thinking about some of the episodes of that show that I had watched when I was doing that. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll do something like that again. Anyway.
Yeah. Hello, Brian. Yeah, somebody, and I can't, sorry, I apologize. I missed who said it because it scrolled by too fast. Somebody was asking about the truck. We were going to work on it this last Sunday, and Mike and Frankie both.
Tryptophan happened.
Yeah, we had a thing for All Saints Day, like a potluck after church. And in fact, I missed part of the service because they needed help in the FLC with that, and so some of us ladies went in there to get the food set up and get all the cutlery out and all that, and because we always have a bigger group because we have families of the deceased that we've lost that year that come, and anyway, it's a whole thing. And so there was like turkey and all the trimmings, and him and Frankie passed out when we got home, and then they came to, and it was too late to work on that, and something else had to be done, and so we didn't get to work on it.
Possum Run Homestead's in the house. They're making supper.
Nice.
Can't chat, so that's cool. That's all right. Appreciate you being here.
I popped into hers.
Mike B. Hey there. Who's Mike B? Mike Birch. There we go. Okay, so we got a side conversation.
He was just saying hi.
That's all right.
Yeah, he's saying hi back.
Hello, Brian.
Your narration reminded me of David Whipple from Bush Radical. I'm not familiar with that show, Trina.
Yeah.
Turkey Coma. That's right, Greg. Turkey
you know what? It's been a while since I watched. I did watch a little bit of Bush Radical. I might go watch it again.
Yeah.
I listened back to my narration and I want to improve upon it. So I may do some more videos along those lines.
He likes doing that, like specifically, like I would almost say like it's not David Attenborough because it's like it's not you're not like, but you're like
David Attenborough.
But you like to do that type of like narration where it's like, not just your regular voiceover, but more of a narration situation kind of.
Neil, I mean, no hunting with a rifle yet. I've been doing some scouting for sure, which I consider part of hunting.
Yeah.
Really?
He's been looking at those trail cams.
I've been out in the woods, man. Yeah. I've been out in the woods. Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I think, aren't you guys going to go hunting this summer?
I hope so. Frankie has such a social life. I have no idea.
No, she's going to be home this weekend.
All right. So
because I already talked to her about it.
So Saturday is opening day of youth rifle season.
Yeah.
But
I don't think she wants to go in the morning. I think she wants to go in the evening.
I hope that Frankie and I are going to hunt, and I would love for her to get, a deer that day, and we have some fresh venison. But I'm not putting too much pressure on her. She's had a lot going on, a lot of competitions. The team went into playoffs now, so now she's got a few more games, or at least a couple more games.
But this is what's weird. So the playoffs. And I thought this was like, then what's the point of you being there? But whatever. The playoffs, they don't twirl their flags. They only do, and they don't do any performances with the band. They're only doing stand tunes, which basically they stand in the bleachers in the end zone and they play when stuff's going on randomly. And the girls have palms and they do these little, almost like cheerleader type situations, but they don't twirl their flags. And they may or may not perform a little bit, but it's most likely a no. And I'm like, why?
David, the new property is definitely not a done deal yet. In fact, there's been no
No
movement,
update. No update.
no update.
No.
I turned my loan officer loose on the project and tried to get him working on it. I need to follow up with him. I thought he would have followed up with me by now, and no news is not always good news. Sometimes no news is not good news. So, but the good news is for everybody in the country, interest rates are probably going down after January. So we'll see.
Yeah. What?
Which one are we reading?
Well, I don't know. Oh, Trina's saying it was a compliment for sure. The fishing trip with the guys, the scenery was beautiful and it was a breath of fresh air, like taking a weight off your shoulders. That's
Oh,
really
it was.
Yeah. No,
Without-
they definitely had a good time.
Yeah,
I think
without
he
question.
came back relaxed for like a minute and then was back to being stressed out, poor baby.
That's all right.
But it wasn't. Yeah, he still got a little bit of a break.
We have agreed. I'm pretty sure. I hope I'm not spilling any beans here, but whatever. We've agreed to extend the trip next year, the guys' trip.
Oh, no. You guys were talking about it in the video, I think.
Okay.
Even. Yeah.
But I also am trying to put together a trip there with the family. So if I say this out loud right now and live, you guys can beat shit up.
Yeah, he's because I have to plan it.
Yeah, she has to plan it, but I want her and I and Frankie and Ryan. You guys have met Ryan, a lot of you.
He was in the fishing video.
And he was in the fishing video, and his wife Beth.
Yeah.
He has, really, they got a whole bunch. They got a litter over there of grown up kids.
Yeah, there's like 4
teenagers.
Kids. Yeah, there's 4 kids.
So at least a couple of them, and maybe Frankie's boyfriend. I don't know. But I want all of us to go there in the spring, just us, for a couple of days, because I think it would be awesome. But I need her to buy in because she is not bought in.
Well, here's my thing.
Then I need her to plan it once she buys in.
Here's my thing. I do like trout fishing, but here's my thing, and maybe you'll understand my point of view, and maybe you won't. But anyway, I was kind of hoping. There's a couple points of view here. I was kind of hoping to be able to take Frankie for spring break / her birthday to do Dollywood this year in the spring. Mm-hmm. And she and I had kind of already talked about that a little bit. She now says she doesn't remember us talking about it, but we did, because we were talking
That's because she's excited about going to this trout fishing trip.
And we had also talked, anyway, she had wanted to go back to California, and I said, well, maybe not this. Obviously, that's too soon for me to go back, but like the next trip round. But anyway, that's neither here nor there now, because that was the whole damn thing that messed her up falling with me last time. But the whole thing with going fishing, when we used to go trout fishing every year, we lived in the city. So that was so peaceful to be able to go fishing and go be out in nature. Now,
we live
in nature, and I don't need to go be in nature. It's so much work for me to leave here to go be in nature for a few days and still have to worry about cooking the meals and everybody getting taken care of here, all the animals, and then I still got to schlep all like whatever kitchen stuff and food. Like that's a lot. That's not a vacation for me. That's a do everything that you do at home and take it on the road. And so that's not super exciting, that aspect of it now, especially since I have nature right here. So that's kind of my point of view on it. But I understand like he wants to go and he wants the families to go, but I'm not like raring to go. I do like trout fishing though. I'm not opposed to that aspect of it, but I don't know. But that's
okay. Spending a couple of days with Beth and Ryan around a campfire.
Yeah. I'm not saying it doesn't have its like nice aspects. I'm not saying that at all.
Y'all need to work on her because I don't have the energy.
Well, if that's what you want to do, I will figure it out. You just need to tell me the name of the thing you want to go to, like the spot, so I can like figure it out. Like I kind of know where you guys were, but I don't know exactly.
Mm-hmm.
No excuse using Tim's holy waiters. I know I would have to get myself some waiters if we went.
Yeah, well, you know a guy.
I know a guy. Actually, I know a girl.
That's right, Billy Tyson. Thank you for tossing that out there. We got 92 people in here right now. 61 thumbs up.
Yes, Neil. I would need the big cabin because I'd want a kitchen and a bathroom. I'm not playing the like. I have no problem. Like I squat in the woods all the time, but like for days, I'm not.
Oh no, we would get 2 big cabins.
Yeah.
You and I would get one. Brian and Beth
Right.
would get one.
Right.
And then the
they
kids.
might need 2. They have so many dang kids.
No, the kids would get fisherman's cabins.
Oh well, Frankie doesn't need her own cabin. She could just stay. Well,
no,
she'd
like
want to go stay
Frankie
with the
and
kids. Okay,
Frankie
yeah, I
and
see what you're
Morgan.
saying. We'd go get. Okay.
And then the boys. So
And
we
then the
get 2 fisherman cabins. We got Frankie and Morgan in one.
Yeah, but then you're gonna have like 4 boys in one cabin.
I don't think 4 boys are going.
You don't think? Well, I don't think. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think
There's
a couple of
those
boys would
boys
go. And
would
there's
go.
3 beds in the cabin. So
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Good point. So here's the plan. Men do all the cooking and dishes, and then Sid might be on board. There you go, Etienne. I don't hate your logic. I don't hate your logic. David says, I miss fishing when I was in Maryland. The horse farm I worked on had a huge pond, and I used to fish it daily, but haven't fished in 20 years. How do you know that? Why?
You need to go fishing
They don't have
tomorrow.
ponds in Delaware?
You need
or
to go
rivers or
fishing
streams?
tomorrow.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, no bueno.
Mm.
A padlock for the boys.
Well, I think they'll be safe.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about those boys.
First of all, yeah. Don't worry. We'll make sure everything's on lockdown.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely not like Cali out of me. I mean, when we lived in California, we went trout fishing for 10 days in the Sierras, like every year. But we lived in the city. So it was really nice to get out there and do all that. But now we live in the country and I do country stuff every day. I mean, the odds are good on any given day that I've peed once at least outside.
You do country work outside.
Yeah. Well, I don't.
When's the last time you went out to a deer plot with me and just sat down and just looked? That's what trout fishing in the mountains is.
Yeah, I know. But
you don't have work to do. You don't have to say, oh, I gotta move the birds. Oh, the goats this.
That's true. But I enjoy
you just
that stuff.
Enjoy.
I know, but I enjoy my animals. The trout won't talk to me. I mean, they are delicious, but they don't generally talk back.
Dude, we saw a groundhog, multiple squirrels. There was all kinds of wildlife out there. Just bring a bag of nuts and talk to whoever you want.
Oh, easy there, MT. MT's like, come on, Sid. Do what your man says. I told Terry, and she said, yes, sir. I doubt that she
I don't
said
believe that.
I doubt that she said that, but I love
Mike,
that you're trying to pass that off.
Yeah, Mike, I like that you're trying to pass that off, but I don't believe
good
that.
For you for having his back, but I don't
believe that for a second.
I mean, I believe Terry would go, but I don't believe that she would utter the yes, sir.
Big country. You're not late, brother. I'm early.
Yeah, that's true. You were early tonight.
Yeah.
That's true. Pettit Jean River Homestead says he fished all over California. Sid the duck wrangler. I will be Friday night. I'm gonna be cussing a blue streak at those ducks on Friday evening when I try to go snag them. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I fished all over California. I fished all the way up to Shasta, all over like Redding area, Sacramento, American River. I don't think I've ever really fished in the San Francisco Bay Area.
It's not really known for its, like, I mean, you can fish.
There's water there.
Yeah, there's ocean fishing, but.
And then I fished a lot.
I think they made it like.
And then a lot in the Eastern Sierras.
A lot of the piers they made it illegal to fish off of now.
Yeah.
So you have to go out in a boat.
They like to make laws.
Yeah, they're big on that.
Is that a hologram?
Sid can't go deer hunting because her hands move around so much. She would scare the deer away.
Oh yeah, she'd be like, "Go!"
I'm not that bad. I was gonna go deer hunting this year. Remember last year, you guys? I don't know if you remember, but I was like, next year I'm gonna get my first deer. Well, I never got to practice shooting with the rifle.
Never got to?
Yeah, we never.
You never got to?
Yeah.
Or you never did?
We never did. Like it never happened. Whatever. And so now it's like hunting season, so I don't want to go out and like start scaring everything. So maybe next year.
Did I say hedgehog? I meant groundhog. But it wasn't in Mississippi. It was in Arkansas. Yeah.
Because we all know you're really full of it, Mike, says ATN. That's true.
What am I full of this time?
No, other Mike. About them saying yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, Jen's birthday, so Tim's not here. We can talk about Tim all we want right now from Ridge Life because he's not going to be watching this live. He's whining and dining Timifer right now.
Yeah. He's whooped right now.
Did you fish in Big Bear? Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Or Big Bar. I think
he said Big Bar, but I think Big Bear.
I think he means Big Bear. Yeah. Maybe there is a Big
Bar. Yeah, we fished Big Bear.
We did. We went there.
It's honestly
years ago. No, 5 years ago.
I mean, it's all right. It's a little bit. It's a little bit touristy.
Yeah, like I'm sure there's places you can hike to where there's maybe some streams and stuff, but
yeah, I would say, yeah, go to Big Bear if you want to like get a nice little cabin with a jacuzzi and
nice.
shorefish.
Yeah, like
and there's a couple of nice restaurants.
Oh yeah, like the town is really nice.
But if you really want to get out and do some outback trout fishing in some wild streams like Hot Creek or you need to go. You need to go up the 395 into the Eastern Sierras. Yeah, that's wild country. That's good stuff. Tim knows I'm on here and he's mad because I said
I know. I saw that last week. I was like, or a week before, whenever it was. Yeah.
All right, funny. David, in Delaware. We love you too, brother.
Oh, he was on the lives last night trying to steal David's man card. He's really trying to push his come on Arita.
Hey, whatever, man. I'm not getting in the middle of stealing man cards on all that because I don't spend as much physical time with them.
Yeah. And
Dave, he's a little bit closer to David than I am. So, yeah. If he manages to get David's man card, more power to him. But I hope that
Margarita probably has.
I hope the come on Arita thing turns into a thing because.
Well, I mean they're already together.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm cool with it, and plus
I still haven't met her though because they broke up right before we were gonna go see him.
You're right. He wouldn't be getting his man card from him. He'd be trying to get it from Rita.
So I still haven't gotten to meet Margarita, but maybe one day.
And Margarita, I bet you Margarita cut a man trying to take her man's man card from her.
Maybe. I don't know. Do you have your man card or do I have it? Oh, there's your timer. Do I have your man card or do you have it? That's the real question. Who has the man card?
I've got my damn man card.
Okay, I was just checking. But you know what? I bet you have to ask me to find it for you. Because you lose everything. Honey, have you seen it?
Yeah.
Where'd I put that thing? I don't know. Where was the last place you saw it?
Okay, I can go move. I got to move the sprinkler, guys.
All right, you go.
Yeah, I've got planted a bunch of seeds. Rain was supposed to come yesterday. Frankie and I went out there like literally 30 minutes. I got a message from the weather system. Rain expected to start in 30 minutes. We went and spread the seeds. Rain never came. So now today, the rain that was on the forecast for tomorrow and the next day, gone. So there's some forecasted like 4 days out. Problem is, there was already blackbirds out there today eating the seeds that I spread yesterday. So I set up a sprinkler. I've been sprinkling it. I got to go move the sprinkler. I'll be back.
They filmed True Grit in Hot Creek and all around there. Bishop stood in for Fort Smith. Yeah, I know there's a whole area, and I forget exactly where it is because it's been a few years since Frankie was, I don't know, about 2.5 or 3 or whatever last time we were up there. And I think I'm trying to remember Alabama Hills. That's the area. Alabama Hills. There's like a big vista you can overlook and that's where they filmed like a gazillion different westerns, and there's like plaques over there and stuff. It's pretty cool to go to just because it's a beautiful area, number one, and number two, it's kind of a cool piece of history that like all these movies have been filmed in this one spot right there, and it's just kind of neat. Auntie Ann says, I can't wait to meet Margarita. I know. I was all excited. I was all set to meet her. It was either a meetup or we were going up there for something. I don't remember. But they had separated for a little while there, and so didn't get to meet her. And then and now they're back together. So maybe at the next time I see David, I'll get to meet her. We'll see. We'll see. Outdoors with Vance. Hello. Let's trade paint. What's up? Mike stored his man card and Sid's moved it, so now he has to ask for it. No, our big running joke is like he loses stuff. Like he loses stuff. He's a weird mix between very focused and like knows a lot of stuff to very absent-minded. I'm the type of person that like I have a spot that I keep these glasses in. These glasses belong in that chair pocket. I always know where these glasses are. Like you could ask me for any item in the house, like any item in the house, most random thing, and I could tell you almost like at least within the drawer, like where it is, right? He will like randomly, he'll have something in his hand, he'll get distracted, and he'll like take his glasses and set them on top of the entertainment center or like on the floor or whatever. And so like he'll be like, I don't know where they are. And I'll find them like in the most precarious, strange place that's not in my line of sight because he'll just set something down somewhere weird. So that's why he loses stuff. But you know. Did you guys ever go out to the desert or Miller Jeep Trail four-wheeling? No, we were never desert rats when we lived in California. I went one time when I was probably, I think I was 19. I drove out the day after Thanksgiving. I was off of work. I think I had to work on Thanksgiving for a couple of hours, and then I had to work the following day. So I went out for that Friday because my boyfriend and some of our friends were out there, and I went for most of the day, and I left and drove home because it was about I think it was about an hour. It was probably about a 2-hour drive for me from where they were at Glamis, I think is where we were. But yeah, so just one of those things where oh, my phone be blowing up. Just one of those things where it just never appealed to me. There was always accidents out there. You always hear stories of like, you know, yeah, people had fun, whatever, but there was always drama and whatever. And that was just never my scene. And during that time in my life, I was working not only my full-time job at the pharmacy, but I was working nights and weekends at the bar, teaching line dancing and bartending. And Mike was gigging on the weekends. And so we didn't have the kind of schedule where we could go out and enjoy the weekend like that or go on those little trips. When we went on a trip, it was always like, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because the bars were closed. And it was really easy for me to put in for vacation at the pharmacy. I had a schedule for something like that. It was easier to take off during the week. So yeah, so we never did that kind of stuff. Never did that. DD Do 14 is the American's official man card. That's true. That's true. That is true. What? Hold on, there's something. Oh, okay. Hold on, guys. Sorry, my one of my friends, my really good friends, had a little bit of stuff going on today, and so with a family member and going to the hospital, and so they're trying to figure out how to get vehicles places, and so I want to help her. So and that's what's going on. They're just they're figuring out logistics. I guess I'll figure that out when Mike comes back in. I'll take a look at that. Where do I keep the adapters for turning a three prong plug to a 2-prong plug? That would be in the shop. And beyond that, I don't know. Because Mike's got tools everywhere. And I don't know what that tool would look like, but I could take a wager that it would be some kind of plier situation.
What
So
tools are we looking for? Oh, I got water all over my glass.
yeah, it looks like you were you having your own little wet t-shirt contest out there?
Well, I had to get into the sprinkler to grab it. I didn't turn it off to move it.
Why didn't you just wait till it was going the other direction and then pull it? No? Okay. That's fine. It's fine.
What tool are we talking about?
I had made the comment that like you could almost name any object in the house and I could tell you like pretty much where it is. Or at least a very close vicinity, depending on, you know, whatever. And so he was being smart and saying, where's the tool that will take a 3-prong plug to a 2-prong plug? And I said, well, it's gonna be in the shop somewhere. But I don't even know.
I call that
I mean, I would think some kind of pliers.
I call that a ground lifter. And there would not be one in the house. It would be in the shop. And I try not to use them because you can get lit up when you lift that ground. Well, that's Mike over there. Okay. Did I whistle? Did I whistle?
Oh, earlier when you first came in, he did.
Yeah, like I can whistle.
Oh, I don't know. And then he says Jason, so I don't know. Did you whistle at Jason from White Rock?
No, but I would. He's a handsome man. Love the channel. See you Sunday. Thank you, Ernie Hernandez. Ernie goes to our church. I've seen him at a few functions around town carrying a big DSLR camera. I'm pretty sure he's a Nikon shooter. And I've been wanting to look at some of your images because I'm just guessing. Either you're that guy that has the really good gear and can't use it, or your images are probably really good. Like you see that guy deer hunting, he's got the $3,000 rifle and the fancy vest and all that, and he walks out in the woods and can't deer hunt. But no, I've seen you around with that camera at various events. Been meaning to pull you aside and
I think they
look
posted
at some of your work.
Of it on the church Facebook page.
Fun fact, I used to be a photographer.
Yeah.
And I also shoot Nikon. Still have several DSLRs and a bunch of glass. Some pretty good lenses. I just don't get them out and use them. Mike, what seeds did you plant? I'm trying to do winter tomatoes this year here in Florida. Oh. Hey, winter tomatoes are not a good idea. Maybe in Florida. I don't know. Tomatoes cannot handle a frost. So
I don't think it frosts.
If it doesn't frost where you're at, give it a shot.
They're not known for their snow in Florida.
That's right.
I think they're fine. I don't think they have.
I planted in an area of the goat pen where we've rotated the goats out of that area and we overgrazed it, and it's in bad shape. So, pardon me. I planted cereal rye, some white clover, a little bit of white clover, and some turnips. These are all things that will germinate really well right now with the temperatures we have, and should grow well in the winter months and then take off in the spring. So, yeah. But there's not a whole lot you can grow in the winter. If you've already established
planting garlic.
Oh, garlic for sure. Plant garlic now.
But you haven't planted garlic.
No, I have it all. It's ready to plant. I just haven't gotten to the ground. A lot of tomatoes, not tomatoes. A lot of onions. You can get starts in the ground now. Obviously, carrots. You can overwinter carrots in the ground. Brassicas. Most brassicas can handle what we call cold in the South. So, and those would be like your broccoli, cauliflower, collards, Brussels sprouts, your turnips. Like a lot of those, like just they can handle a winter. So, but you got to get them going now. So, absolutely do that.
So Terry from MT Homestead says, so I just heard about Mike's claims that he said that the claims I said he will be sleeping out in the recliners tonight. No, you would
What did
probably
I
enjoy
claim?
that.
What's
Not
putting me
you,
in? What's
the
putting?
other Mike.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's Terry.
Yeah,
Nice.
Terry. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew something.
A
Was
yes
up,
sir
bro.
comment. That
Yeah.
was the nail in his coffin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was just gonna say something and then my brain stopped. I hate when that happens.
Garlic, late fall,
Oh, the
early
bees.
winter.
So the wasp nest that was in the thing that we moved, Brian. The next day I looked at it and I didn't see anything, so I was like, oh, they abandoned it like when we moved it. But then the next day when I went out to feed, I was looking at it, still looked like it was abandoned, but I looked like all around because it's kind of flat, and I looked around the back and it was covered. There had to be like
They're hiding behind it.
yeah, there.
It's a big nest.
I got it out.
You know, it's pretty. It's
I
like,
got
oh,
it
you got it out?
Yeah.
Did you film it?
No.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, I got it out, and killed every single wasp. Every single wasp.
Mike should teach gardening at schools. David, you know what, man? I appreciate that, but you know the problem
Mike doesn't
with
like kids. No, I'm just kidding.
there's that.
There's that.
But I don't have the credentials, man. I mean, I could talk to you all day long about the biology of plants and mycorrhizal and no-till versus, you know, minimal till versus, you know, but I've learned it all like kind of the layman's way. I don't have the credentials to teach, so that's why I do YouTube.
Yeah, those who can't do YouTube.
There's a lot of people on YouTube that have no idea what the hell they're talking about that are teaching people to do stuff. And,
quite the controversy. It's fine. We know you weren't spamming. I saw what happened. We weren't trying to skip it over. It's just sometimes that's the way life goes, and I try not to interrupt them, but now I have to. So the raised garden bed, it's not going great because things happened.
Because I didn't.
There's some things that happen, but there are a few. There's like a couple radishes.
I'm going to plant some more radishes, some bunching onions. There's a handful of things I'm going to plant this week in there. We have, 10 days probably at least worth of good warm temperatures, and there's so much planting that I'm planning on doing over the next 10 days. I mean, look at this next 10-day
That's
forecast.
right, Terry. I knew that part was bogus.
I don't know if y'all can read that, but it's crazy. I mean, here it is, November 6th. Normally we would have our first frost somewhere around mid-November. The coldest night we're going to have for the next like 8 days is 54 degrees.
Yeah, it's not even.
So there's a lot of planting that I need to do right now for some winter stuff, for sure. And if you are in an environment that is similar, you should do so too.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
I don't know if she actually said that, but that's fine.
I don't even know who she is. Big country. Big country.
Life experience is better lesson sometimes. That's true, Lonely Hitchhiker Cat. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And sometimes people that are like self-taught on certain things are better teachers, I found too. Because they've learned it in a different way and they're able to transfer that knowledge.
I think I'm a better teacher on YouTube than I am face to face. I will get frustrated with you if you don't pick up what I'm putting down.
You're good with you're good with strangers though.
I have more patience with strangers
with
than
Frankie and I, no.
I'm pretty good with Frankie.
Yeah, you're good with Frankie.
I think I
most of the time.
It's with you that I have the patience problem.
He has patience for
you
me.
should know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You don't know what I'm saying?
Like if I don't understand and I ask a question, it's the end of the world. And I'm like,
it's not the end of the world. But
it's not enjoyable for either one of us. So we just don't have him teach me things. Like for example, when we first
you're gonna talk about yesterday?
No, what did we do yesterday? Oh, that? Oh, well, that's par for the course. But no, when we first got chickens that we were going to process, our friend Tony And I think it also ended up because Mike's back was out. And so he couldn't
Oh yeah, that was
help
the time
with
that
it
I
at
was
all.
totally down.
And
My
so I
back
was like, I'm going to
completely
have
out.
Tony teach me, because if you teach me anyway, we'll just have a fight. And so it was different when we were dating. This is the man that taught me how to trout fish. This is the man that taught me how to clean fish. But
She
when
was
the
patient.
dating sheen wore off,
Hey guys, I'm gonna be honest. We're gonna put this all out there. She was as patient with me as she expects me to be with her when we were dating. See, if I were to say to her today, "Whoa, babe, why don't you let me teach you how to make a 3-point turn?"
because
She loses it.
because
She gets angry. Snakes come out of her hair.
because he's so like, because babe, when I do something and you critique it,
I wasn't trying to critique it. I was like, babe,
you were critiquing.
it's about time I teach you how to make a
I know
3-point
how
turn.
to make a 3-point turn, but we were in the middle of a little like 2-lane road,
That's the
and
best place to make a 3-point turn.
but it had a slope.
You passed 4 driveways
I
before you
don't
found
like
a
to
spot
turn in
wide enough.
people's driveways
That's
because
what a
I think
3-point turn is.
because they might shoot me.
Who agrees or disagrees with me? If you need to turn around
I
and you're
don't
on a
turn
road,
around in people's driveways.
you stop on the main, you check your rearview mirror, you
Here we
stop on the
go.
main road. You back into the secondary road or driveway,
Yeah, I know how to do
off
that.
the main
I've done
road,
that before.
and then you pull back out on the main road.
Listen, I've done that a million times.
Not
was
this one.
I did not do it because you're
She
in
looks
the car.
for a
Okay,
spot
listen,
where it's a
stop.
little bit
No,
wide,
listen, when he's
and
in
then
the
she
car,
makes a 7-point turnaround
No.
U-turn in the middle of the road.
that is not accurate. Listen,
Tell me what's accurate then, because that is 100% accurate.
Listen, here's the thing. When he's in the vehicle with me, he gets very critical of anything I do. And so if I breathe wrong, he'll make a comment, which makes me nervous. And then I'll do stupid things like that, which if I was by myself, I would not do. But if he's in the car, it changes everything.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it's true. It's
all we have
accurate.
to do.
No.
But just listen, just hear me out first before you say no.
You're
all
wrong.
we have to do is pick a day, a Saturday
I
afternoon
don't
for 2 hours, where all we're gonna do is just plan on going out and just making a few 3-point
I
turns.
know how to do them. I'm telling you. Listen, I'm gonna have Frankie video it next time she's in the truck with me and I do one because I can do them. It's when you're in the vehicle with me, you make me all nervous, and
that makes no sense at all.
Because you're very judgy.
You should be proud to
You're
say, "Watch
very
this."
judgy. Because you're very judgy. You're very judgy, and so then I feel judged, and then I get nervous.
Well, do it right. You won't be judged.
See,
I don't get it.
it's just the way it is.
Okay, kids, don't make me come over there, Auntie.
I know.
Ann.
I'm telling you,
Right.
they're gonna ground us.
David Glenn's gonna put us in the corner. Big Country's gonna ground us.
Trout fishing is too done for us. We used to do it all the time, but here's the key to trout fishing, in my experience. I don't like to go in the boat. I don't really like to shore fish. I like to go out in like waders or a belly boat and like go up the creek or whatever.
You totally love
do it
this.
separately from each other.
Mostly we did, yeah. Mostly
Like,
she
mostly,
went out in her belly boat and went over here, and I went over here.
Yeah.
And
I lived to prove him wrong because I remember one year he told me I couldn't go up the mouth of the creek, and I was like, "Watch me," and I did, and I paddled my happy little butt all the way
proud
up
as
there.
hell.
Yeah, and then I caught more fish than you did that day.
Well, that's where the fish were.
Yeah, but you were scared to go over there until you realized I could get over there. Then you were like,
don't tell the world I was scared.
Okay, not scared, but you were like, "Oh, you can't get there from here," and I was like, "Yes, you can."
Didn't think it was a wise move, but you
it's
did.
Good workout too,
and it worked out.
Yeah, I paddled my little flippers all the way over there.
Yeah.
We fight like an old married couple. Well, we are.
Figured that.
We are.
Figured that. Yeah.
We got the old part down. My arthritis is acting up. His gout sometimes has a flare up. We're there, man.
I'm good this week, though,
You're
man.
good this week. I'm not.
I feel like I could run a marathon right now.
Oh, well,
this is like my best
when
week.
was the last time you ran anything?
I've never run a marathon.
Run your mouth a lot.
Yeah. The last time I probably ever really ran.
From the law. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's been many
You
many
tried
years.
to run with me when I first started running.
That's right. I remember that.
And you made it like one lap and you were like, my knee, and you gave up.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah. If you guys see me running, just shoot whatever's chasing me.
Yeah, just you should run too if you see me running.
If you
That's
see me
fine.
running,
Yeah.
you should run.
If you see
No
me
doubt.
running, it's just like a normal
Yeah.
day. But if you see him
Yeah.
running, something's up. Like even if you see him walking kind of fast, like be alert.
Yeah.
Something's happening.
No, it wasn't someone chasing me. If it was someone chasing me, I just turn around and let them know.
Yeah.
It was like a bear or something. You see me running, it's gonna
Yeah.
be something scary chasing me.
Yeah. Even if like, cause I tease him, like I walk like 4 times faster than he does because he walks like John Wayne.
Almost it's time.
Yeah, he walks like John Wayne, and I walk like an ant, trying to get
Oh,
where
yeah.
I'm trying to go because I have
Oh,
little legs.
Dude, she's like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, whoa, slow down. We're going to get a head of lettuce from the grocery store. What's
Like,
the
oh,
rush?
I know. I'm very. I'm always
Yeah.
like I'm very. Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
thing. It's a thing. Time out, you two. I know, Dan.
Now we're
good. This is our love language.
yeah. That's just how we communicate these days. In 20 more years, who knows?
It'll be like symbols carved on the cave wall.
That's right. Yeah.
Hieroglyphics. I'm sure.
If you see me moving with a purpose, you might want to pay attention. That's right. That's right, big country. I know you're right. Uh-oh.
What?
Ross wants to know if I'm busy right now.
Well, you got 5 more minutes. Then you can be
What's
unbusy.
up?
I know what's up.
Either he wants to chat for a few minutes and have a drink, which it's a little late for that, or he needs help with something. But I'll just tell him I'll call you in 5 minutes.
There you go. We celebrated 37 years, and if you don't know us, you'd think we were arguing, but really we're just giving each other crap. Yep, pretty much. That's pretty much how it goes. The walking real fast is the short person thing? Yeah, it is. That's right, Kentucky. It's just beginning. That's true.
Did he just say jumped a Ford F-100 70 feet? That just sounds like somebody's funeral.
You saw that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, there it is. I see it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, if I run fast enough, then I only have to outrun the slowest person.
Right. If you're like if a bear's chasing you, you don't have to outrun the bear. You just have to outrun the slowest person.
Yeah.
In the group.
And you're usually armed, so if I just outrun you, we're good. You can defend yourself.
Yeah.
Fine.
Odds are
you're very wet.
Yeah, I got hit with a sprinkler.
You're very wet.
Odds are I'm probably not gonna run. I'm gonna like turn and kneel and try to get a good solid foundation so that I can empty a clip into it. Actually, I don't know why I just called it a clip. A magazine. I hate it when people call it a clip when it's not a clip, but I just did. So there you have it. And then run. Because honestly, if I'm carrying a 9mm and there's a bear chasing me, he could take a couple shots from 9mm. Probably. Wish I had one of those. So she's talking to Neil. What did Neil say? Did it in an AMC Pacer? No, she's talking about something else he said. Alex said we need counseling. A counselor couldn't handle us.
We'd wear them out.
We would wear a counselor out. Yeah.
It's just how we.
But it would be fun.
But we like.
Wouldn't it be fun
to
make a counselor want to just like quit?
That would be kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes we do it just to mess with Frankie too. Like we'll be like ribbing each other.
Neil was a CB. First to fight, first to build. Is that what it is? First to fight, first to build.
I have no idea.
First to fight, first to something else. What's the slogan? I forget. I was not a CB. I was in the Navy, but I remember the CBs were first to fight, and it was like first to build or something like that. But yeah, CBs were a construction battalion that was also minimally combat trained. Like they didn't go to buds or anything, but they had some combat training. I'm a blonde. Trina Rock and David Blunt. Okay, somebody's calling somebody blonde. We build, we fight. Okay, all right. We build, we fight. I seem to remember like first to build or first to fight, first to build. But you're right. We build, we fight sounds familiar.
Yeah,
And you're probably right because you were a CB and I was not. So there you go.
that's right. All right, guys. Well, it's about that time. And Mike apparently has a play date. So for his man card.
I doubt it.
know.
He probably wants some help doing
Or
fixing
something.
something.
All right. Well, anyway, guys, we appreciate you. I hope you're having a good rest of your week here. We're halfway. We're at the halfway point. It's been a good week so far. Remember, stay blessed and
Safety's off. And that picture's crooked.
Oh, it happens.
Which
Oh,
one is it?
I don't know.